Hey guys, it's Measley again, and in this video I'm going to be discussing methods of making gold that are timeless, meaning that they have been viable for multiple expansions and that they will continue to be viable. The first method is crafted mounts. This includes the jewel crafting panther mounts, the engineering mounts, the sky golem, mechano hog, depleted caparium rocket, and geosynchronous world spinner, as well as the flying machines. Then you have the flying carpets for tailoring, the steel-bound devourer for blacksmithing, and the great northern elderhorn for leatherworking. And lastly, the sandstone drake for alchemy. Since people will continue to be wanting these mounts, the materials required to make them will still also be in demand. In the same vein, you also have crafted pets, such as the mechanical Pandaran dragling, the enchanted cauldron pen and torch for enchanting, and besides crafted pets, farmed pets should also continue to be valuable. Next, we have a really lucrative and often overlooked market, which is the enchanting tomes of illusions. Not only do these sell well, they also require a huge variety of old world mats, which opens up opportunities for farming and sniping. By the way, some of the materials may change in Battle for Azeroth, as with the leveling being streamlined, some of the older enchanting mats are going away. Here I also want to quickly mention a market that might be overlooked, which is the twink market. For example, Enchant Weapon Crusader sells extremely well on my server, though the recipe is pretty rare too. Moving on to Inscription. Selling glyphs has been and will continue to be viable because they are used to customize your character's appearance. Next, with all your professions, you'll want to look for any vanity items that you can craft and sell. Moving on, we also have utility items. These include potions such as water walking invisibility and water breathing. Even cooking offers some utility and vanity items that you can craft. For instance, we have the bear tartar and the Valkasaur omelet, which increases your speed after you kill an enemy. And then we have the savory deviate delight, which changes your character's appearance when eaten. Selling transmog, although they usually sell a little slower, will always be a great way to invest your money and make gold. I personally like to snipe cheap transmog items from the auction house, as well as buy up some Darkmoon Faire transmog items each month when the Darkmoon Faire comes along. There are also a lot of good transmog farms that you can do that offer good value. Giving you a peek at my auction list, I also sell cards of omens from Inscription, and obviously glyphs are also very good from Inscription, and for leatherworking I sell drums of fury, which just gives a mini bloodlust effect. And here I want to mention that investing in general is a very good strategy, especially because it doesn't really require any effort, as long as you're patient. So an example would be to buy up Elixirs of the Rapid Mind when Winter Veil rolls around. Another example would be to buy TCG pets and mounts and wait for the value to appreciate. And yet another would be to buy consumables before raid tier releases. For some other strategies, I also want to mention that shuffling will always be a thing. And what shuffling means is that you buy cheap mats, which can then be turned into other mats and crafts using synergies between different professions. A prime example would be to disenchant your own crafted gear. If you need some quick raw gold, farming old raids has been a go-to. In addition to getting raw gold from the bosses and vendoring stuff, you'll also be able to get pets, which you can then sell in the auction house. In some cases, particularly in old vanilla raids and dungeons, you'll also be able to pick up transmog items that you can sell for a high price. The last strategy I want to mention here is selling raids, Mythic Plus, and PvP runs. If you're a skilled player or leader with good connections, you'll be able to easily profit off whatever's cutting edge raid or PvP content at the time. And with that, we've reached the end of my video. If you have any more ideas for timeless gold making, feel free to include them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around. Peace out.